What do you think's badass to say before you do something like this?
This isn't even dangerous. This is my track. This is my field, man.
That's pretty badass.
This is my home turf. Hey, ain't nothing worried about here.
You came here from California with your family all the way to like the middle of nowhere in Tennessee.
Middle of nowhere, yes. That's about where we are. Well, I've always been in the city. It's always been a big rush and traffic. I mean, here, traffic is like a cow and like a donkey in the middle of the road. That's traffic out here, you know? When I was living in Sacramento, I was on a main intersection. I mean, every 3 hours, you heard a cop car flying by with his lights and sirens on. You know, midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. It never ended. I had to like put blankets up in my windows so the flashing lights wouldn't wake me up every day. It was bad. Here it's peaceful. I can jump out here on the ATV, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I can do laps in the backyard. Nobody cares. I don't know if it's gonna start. Out there in California, I mean, it would be like a 10-minute drive if there was no one on the road. 10 minutes to get to work, right? But it was 45 minutes every single day, an hour every single day. It's cold-blooded. I literally passed thousands of cars, you know, in a 15-minute drive.
He's the star of the show. He likes to be the star. See the camera? Silly donkey. I bought this for him last week. Oh, see? He ate it. He ate it. He bit right into it. This is not your... No, it's not yours. This was brand new less than a week ago.
Man, yeah, tore that up.
Stop, it's not yours. Do you want it? There you go, good boy. Look how proud he walks with it. Good boy, Oscar. My dad was military.
Yeah.
He was Air Force.
Yeah.
My biological father was Army, never knew him. And then my mom remarried when I was, I think 9 or 10. I was adopted by my stepdad, and he was Air Force. So we lived in Florida, we lived in Pennsylvania, we lived in Washington, we lived in California. I mean, we moved all over.
Was this a part of, like, the farm stuff, was this a part of your life when you were growing up?
Nope. We had dog, maybe a cat and a bird or a hamster or something. We never had farm animals.
There you go. I trained this chicken to come to my arm.
How did this become an interest to you, like, not having grown up with it, I guess?
Well, when we moved here, we're like, what the heck are we going to do with 28 acres? What do you do with 28 acres? You have animals. So we started off with one goat, and it was the neighbors gave us a goat. I don't have neighbors arguing and fighting and yelling all night. I mean, look at my next door neighbor over here. There's nothing there. And you got to walk like 15 minutes down the street that way to find the next neighbor. So we're pretty secluded up here.
Really? Is that separated? That's wild.
Yeah, it's huge. Well, everyone has a yard like this.
Yeah.
When your yard's 30 acres, your neighbor's pretty far away.
You technically made money on that moving here, right?
Yes, we did. We had enough to carry us through for a whole year to do the repairs to the house that we needed.
What was the price of this place compared to that one, if you don't mind me asking?
The one in California we sold for $530, but we bought this one for $380. I decided that I'm 62. I don't want to go to work no more. I'd rather do this. I'd rather do this. And if I don't have to go to work at 62, I can apply for Social Security. Dan's already retired, so I mean...
Dan, what was it for you that made you want to come out here?
At that time, housing was really high, so I could get a really good price of the house we had. And it was an opportunity to say, you know what, let's go someplace else and try out.
Out here, this is like people being nice to each other, people being friendly to each other. It's, you know, neighborly, you know, hospitality. Well, that's what we are. We're actually, if you go out to, like, when you leave the city, it says Ripley, Tennessee, City of Hospitality. That's what, that's what the sign says. Yeah, come on.
Come on. Come on, come on. Oscar's about 2 years old, 2.5 years old. We got him last November when he was 18 months. Good boy. That's a good boy.
Oh, who's my buddy?
He's a good boy. But you're freaking him out, man. He wants you off of him. Gonna follow me? Stop. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Well, this is what else I taught him. All done. Now he'll walk away.
Smart.
He'll just walk away.
What's up, buddy? How you doing? He just lets you pet him. He doesn't care.
That face is something, man. He's like a bulldog.
Yeah. He's friendly as all can be in
The world. Yeah, those are the naughty roosters because they have to be out of the pen because they don't listen and they hurt the other chickens. But let's see who's in the chicken house. The kids gave them all names, but weird names like fried chicken and brownie, and I don't remember the chickens' names. But this is our chicken house. Chickens are pretty friendly. They think I have food for them though, and I don't. I don't have food for you guys. I'm sorry, I don't. No, get back in there, Mama. Get back in there. But they like to swing on the swings, and they like to sit on their branches. Well, looks like I need to get them some water. I'll have to get them some water a little bit.
Oh, they were just born recently?
Just after Christmas.
Whoa. That's what they look like in a week or something, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Week and a half.
those are the boys down there. That's Merkel and Oliver. But they live over there because sometimes Merkel gets a little aggressive. Not towards people, but towards other goats. And this guy and that guy seem to fight a lot. That's why his horns are broken off. You know, he's a ram. He's supposed to have horns. But usually rams, you can't sit here and pet like this. Usually rams, like, they say they were aggressive and they'll headbutt you and you can't turn your back on them. I mean, I can turn my back on this guy.
He doesn't care.
He's not going to do anything to me. I raised him when he was like that little when I got him.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's your guy.
Yeah, he was really little. I got 14 sheep. He's the only one that survived. A storm blew the fence down and they all ran out of the yard. And he was the only one I was able to save. Out there in California, everyone's like, they're all in it for themselves. I guess it's like a state of narcissism. Everybody doesn't care about anybody else. They'll step on you, they'll crush you, they'll destroy you just to get that much head in life of you because they don't care. And you know, I can't live like that. I can't. You know, I would never crush somebody to try to gain the advantage over them. It's just not who I am. I'm more of a laid-back, chill person who thinks everyone should live in love and peace. But not everyone thinks they should live in love and peace.
We're not afraid of venturing out and doing something new. And everything we heard about Tennessee, I'm ready to go take nothing gained, nothing lost. And so we packed up the kids and moved out.
Yeah, you guys really did it though. You know, a lot of people do the soft version of it, and they'll move to like Phoenix or they'll move to Austin. There's just other people from California and Washington there, really. But you guys moved to the middle of like
nowhere
country.
Nowhere.
Truly like the country. Yeah.
I don't like neighbors. This horrible thing for a pastor to say.
And your dad is a pastor?
He's a pastor, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's looking to get a church out here in Tennessee sometime pretty soon.
What kind of denomination? What denomination?
He's like non-denominational.
Okay.
He's like old school pastor, you know.
Yeah.
They don't really exist nowadays. Everyone's all fresh and hip and new, you know what I'm saying, and into the new thing.
Modernism has crept into the churches because, you know, I went to one big church and I asked the pastor after church, says, "Am I the only one here with a tie on?" He looked at me, "Probably." I said, "That's a shame."
You know, in California, you drive this thing 1 inch on the sidewalk, the police will be at your door giving you a ticket. I was expecting someone to show up, but we have maybe more. Jeez, Danny?
Yo, you flew. Jeez.
What? Oh, next time I'll go faster. All right, what happened was, this guy knew he was going to college. He was driving back and forth between college and his dorm, and someone stole it, and they wrecked it, right? And so he picked it up, you know, the cops found it, and found him and said, oh, here it is, and took it back to his parents' house. His parents had it, and it was like wrecked. And he was like, well, I don't know what to do with it. And so he called me up, and he's like, hey, I know you're a mechanic, I know you fix things, why don't you just come and take it? And you just fix it and have it. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So I pick it up, right, and I get it all nice and fix it all up and get it all nice and clean, get it all painted and get it running good. And then I go to the DMV, right? And I was like, hey, they gave this to me, I want to get it registered. And they're like, that'd be $800. I said, it's a 150 little scooter. Like, don't get me wrong, you can drive it on the street, right? But it's a Honda Metropolis 150 scooter, right? It's not like a giant motorcycle. I mean, it's a little tiny thing, right? And I was like, $800? It's crazy. Why so much? Because that's what it is. And I said, I'm not paying that. And he's like, what are you gonna do? I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this in my garage, and I'm gonna let it sit there for a couple years. And one day, I'm gonna move out of this godforsaken state, and in that state, I'm gonna start driving it. Ain't happening. So I was out here driving. I put a, clip it on Facebook a long time ago. And it was like dark, right? And I was just flying into the backyard. And they're like, isn't that dangerous? And I was like, it's not dangerous if you're the one that made the track.
True.
I mean, I know all the turns, I made them. I mean, it's dangerous for you to jump on an ATV and just start flying out here. I had to bury all these sticks. Like, you see all these sticks buried?
Yeah.
I put every one of these sticks here because every year it's a swampland. And so my ATV kept getting stuck. So I went around and took all these sticks and I lined them all up. This is like the stick bridge. It's covered in leaves right now, but I mean, if you walk, you can feel the sticks everywhere. That way I can get traction as I drive so I don't get stuck in the mud anymore. So this here's a bridge.
Oh, you actually did you dam it or did you actually make it so it flows through?
There's a pipe down here. Well, you can't see the pipe, so I buried the pipe and hit it. But there's a culvert pipe underneath this thing here so the water can flow down here. I dug this whole creek. The pond will get backed up and it used to flood this whole area out here. So it doesn't flood anymore.
You kind of really designed something nice and that makes sense with the irrigation and the trails and stuff.
I try to mark it off if it's dangerous. Like if you see a giant pile of sticks, that means you shouldn't be there. There's a reason I put them there. There's a big hole in the ground or something right there, so we can navigate around it. Well, let's show you the top of the property up here, where the old beat up barn is.
Oh yeah, your mom was pointing that out to me earlier.
One day, I'm gonna take this barn and I'm gonna refurbish the entire thing. It's gonna turn into a clubhouse. So when you watch football games or whatever Sunday morning, that's where you're gonna be. There'll be a kitchen inside there, some bathrooms inside there, a pool table. That's the dream, $20,000 they have these mini container homes. You drop the container home on, hook electricity up to it,
boom,
hook water to it, and then you have a mini house, 2 bedrooms, bathroom, all wired, all electricity, all everything. It's done. And then you have no rent, no property tax because it's not my property.
Yeah.
It's Dad's property.
True.
Which means it's Dad's property tax. This is my best friend right here. If I can drive this through it, I can drive an ATV through it. Right? It's so funny because I was making a path up the top of that mountain over there. And Dad's like, you can't go up there. And I was like, if I dig long enough, I can. You walk down to that cliff and take a shot over here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, look where we live. Look how far it is before you can see anything. I mean, there's nothing down there. There's a river down there and a creek down there. It's just farmland and nothing for miles and miles.
filmed the arsenal here. These are all your, you want to do it for the camera. These are all your harmonicas.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna show you the example between a key of F and a low F, which I had to buy a low F harmonica because, well, you can see this is like my case that I take with me when I travel and go play someplace. It changes my F notes so they're not so high on the top of it. Cause this is my high note, as opposed to. Just little hitting stuff. I fit in really nicely right here. I was always the oddball out in California because everyone was, always trying to get it for themselves. They didn't care about anybody else, and I just didn't understand that mentality. So I just had to find a place that I fit in, and here Tennessee is where I fit in. It's so nice here.
What do you miss? What do you miss most about living in California? If you had to pick one thing.
One thing would be the weather. I enjoyed the weather. The weather was outstanding.
But the weather isn't worth trading back?
No, unfortunately. Unless all the Democrats die by the grace of God or a miracle, and they actually brought the country back and restored it to where it was when I was growing up in there, I might think about it. But it's desolate.
That's a good boy. That's a good boy. What's funny is when you see him jump up like Hi-Ho Silver, that's hysterical when he does that. It's just, he jumps on his hind legs and just goes like that. It's
What could someone say to convince you to, or say or do to convince you to go back out west, to the West Coast?
nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is paradise. I mean, you everywhere you look, we own. It's beautiful. It's in the wintertime, it dies. In the summertime, it's all green. There's life on the farm. We're having babies being born, chickens. I mean, I love it.
It's amazing, yeah.
It is. I absolutely love it.